Greetings and welcome. This is Sanctum, a very fun single player and multiplayer experience, first person shooter and tower defense game in one. Much fun I've had on this game. I'm going to start recording now on a normal difficulty level on this map, which is actually about 6 or 7 through the game, but it's actually where I'm at in my current progress, trying to get through normal difficulty, which is the second difficulty of I think 4. Either way, I'm going to explain how this works as I go through as well. Basically, you have a core, that's it there, which has a health bar. It's the 100% you can see in the bottom left corner. Basically, the orange lines you can see are enemy spawn and paths they take to attack your core, just by walking into it basically and damaging it. If it gets to 0, you lose. If you kill all the enemies from each spawn point before they get to it on each wave, you move on to the next wave. There's the overhead map. As you can see, 2 spawn zones for enemies and a single path mainly for them all. The idea of this is to use the blue squares you can see all over the map to make a maze to make it harder for them to get to you, and each corner or point on the map can have a gun turret placed to do damage to the enemies and other things as well. Obviously the aim is to kill them all before they get to the core. There are also flying enemies which are very annoying, so you need anti-air defences as well. You have a wave list here. So first wave is just those 2 units, they're both ground units. Second wave, again ground units. Don't get air enemies until the 4th wave, so anti-air defences aren't too necessary early on. You also have your own weapons. I've got like an electric energy gun there, a rocket launcher and a sniper rifle. You can upgrade those 6 times. Each upgrade costs more money. You get more resources each wave you go through. Basically that's it. I have to build a block and a tower on each square of here. I'm obviously here on the map, this little blue triangle, and what I'm going to do now is attempt to build a quick start to the maze over here to actually make it take longer for the enemy to get to me, to the core that is. So I'm going to start by coming down here, and the best way to do this I find is to obviously force all the enemies into one path. So the best way to do that would be building start of the maze like that, and now they only have one path. And of course if I now do this, you can see I'm forcing them to come round this way. Enemies in this game cannot attack anything, any item, any building you build, so they literally will walk around these. All they will do is attack the player if the player is in the way. If you're on one of the towers shooting at them, they usually will not do anything to you. So all I'm doing really here is going to build a quick start to the maze. I'm not going to do it too far up because I'll use a lot of resources for that. I'll do it just far enough up to make a decent start, which I've done here. And now I'm going to put a couple of guns at the front. With any luck, the amount of guns I choose here will be enough to kill the enemy in the first turn without me having to actually do anything. I say turn, I mean the first wave. This one is a lightning tower, which will zap enemies. You can see there's a range for the tower on the meter. This one is like a Gatling type gun, which will fire faster for the longer it shoots. Very cool looking. I do like those, they're really useful. They're very damaging after a long period of time. And I believe I will place this scatter laser here, which is it sort of fires randomly at random enemies, but it can also shoot air units as well. There we go, that's my first 4 towers. All my resources gone, but that should be enough to kill a lot of enemies in the first wave. I will do a quick start here. You obviously, in the building phase, you can take as long as you like until you're ready, and then when you're ready you just do this and press enter, and first wave. Obviously I can flip between weapons. Lightning gun, there's a rocket launcher, and a sniper rifle. Ooh. So this could be interesting. There's a lot of little ones here. There we go, first wave clear, and I'll get a checkpoint which saves my progress. Okay, so I started with 120 resources first round to build. I now have 60 from completing that one. I'm probably going to, I need to save some for anti-air defences, which I'll put up here later. I'm probably just going to add some more turrets to this this row here. What I'll do, I like to put the lightning ones on the corners because they can shoot in the whole circle around them. Obviously they get a longer time as the enemy have to go all the way around that corner, so they get more time to shoot the enemy. Put 2 more accelerators there. There we go, that's it, that's ready for the second wave. After this wave I will attempt to get on top of these towers to shoot and get a better view for everybody to see. So as you can see, the amount of enemies coming at me, this could get very hectic very quickly if you don't have it under control. 5 enemies left, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've all been killed by the towers. That's nice, lovely. Okay, I now have 90 resources more. That's excellent. Okay, stick a scatter laser here. I also have at my disposal, obviously, the lightning tower, the machine gun tower accelerator, scatter laser. Then there's what's called a violator, which is like a sniper tower, which will shoot air and ground units. Does very high damage very slowly. There's the anti-air, which only shoots air units. I have a killing floor, which can sit on this path in the middle the enemies take. You can't completely block the path so that they can't get to the core. They have to have an open path. So I couldn't just put a block there, they'd have to be able to get through there. But the killing floor will do damage to them each time they step onto the next floor in the sequence, so eventually I'll have that full with them. I also have obviously the basic block, and I have a televator, which is, I'll show you now actually what it does. Where am I going to put the first one? I need to put it, let's put it here. So that, as you see, elevates me up, down. I can also teleport to it and to this point here by just clicking if I'm not stood there. But from this vantage point here, I can shoot, sniper shoot or rocket shoot any enemies. I can also jump across these, obviously, to get a better sniper point at the front. I'm going to do another couple of towers and extend the maze a little bit with these resources. So let's do another lightning one on this corner. Some more accelerators here, here. That's it. Just got enough to do a few blocks. So let's just go over here. Start the next part of the maze. This could be a very long video, or I may end up splitting it into several episodes. I'll have to see. Depends how long it is when I finish recording up to wave 30. I believe there's 30 altogether. I might be able to look at that up actually. How far can I look in the waves? I can't look any further ahead than wave 7 here. As new enemies come in, I'll explain what they are. This enemy here is, well, I don't need to explain what they are. You'll see what they do as I fight them. Some people watching this might even know through having played it themselves. Some people might even play this game with me at some point, which could be quite interesting, because I believe it gets harder the more players are in the game. I love the sound the character makes when they successfully hit a group of enemies. Ooh. Wow, the tower's just killed everything for me there. That's lovely. There is an achievement in this game to kill whole wave enemies without using a single gun yourself. Obviously leaving the towers to do it. I've actually done that already a while ago, so there's no point not actually helping them. As you can see, if I hover over one of these turrets here, there is a current level of the gun. You can actually upgrade them up to level 6. They do more damage and have slightly longer range and faster fire rate when you do that normally. Obviously they cost more money the higher you upgrade them. For now I'm just going to keep placing towers in. I might next wave. Oh wait, this is the air wave, the wave with air enemies in. So I do need to actually build a couple of air defences. So I'm going to come up here, and the best place for the air defences I find in this level is to put them up nearer the core. So what I'm going to do, ooh, where's that? Okay, I'm going to put one here with an anti-air, and so that's here. I'm also going to put one right here. There we go, so that's one there and one there. Enemies can come from there and there, so hopefully they'll sort of flock between the two towards the core and get annihilated. I'm going to stand up here this wave and kill the air units myself. I'm just going to try and put some more blocks on this maze. Can I see it from here? I cannot get there. I'm going to have to go round. There we go. Okay, so you can obviously place blocks from quite a long distance. There we go, that's all the resources used up this round.